In a shocking strategic pivot that has caught the attention of global defense experts, the United Kingdom is aggressively moving away from its traditional reliance on heavily armored tracked vehicles. The British Army has officially committed over £5.5 billion British pounds to the massive procurement of the UK Boxer 8x8 Mechanised Infantry Vehicle, prompting leading global defense analysts to argue that this highly sophisticated wheeled platform is rapidly becoming the nation's most feared ground asset. On the modern electronic battlefield, where multi-million-pound main battle tanks have repeatedly been rendered useless and completely exposed by low-cost loitering munitions, British military planners found themselves facing a critical tactical reality. With active duty personnel numbers hitting a historic low of just over 73,000 troops, leaving frontline units dangerously vulnerable and understaffed, the United Kingdom simply had no room for error. On paper, their only tactical salvation would be to abandon slow iron fortresses and bet everything on a software-defined wheel-based supercomputer. But can a £9 million British pound wheeled platform that skeptics originally dismissed as an oversized armored truck truly survive the brutal realities of high-intensity peer conflict? If a lightning deployment across Europe becomes necessary, this controversial shift to rubber tires instead of steel tracks could either be viewed as a stroke of pure British engineering genius or a catastrophic multi-billion-pound gamble. Before we go on, do you believe that fast-wheeled vehicles can truly replace heavy tracked tanks on the modern battlefield? And tell me where you are watching from. If you love deep, high-impact defense analysis, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. To truly understand the brilliance of this British military shift, we must first demolish the deeply ingrained public obsession with massive tracked monsters. For decades, traditionalists argued that heavy armor like the 62-ton Challenger 2 was the only way to ensure battlefield survival. However, recent geopolitical conflicts have exposed severe physical limitations, proving that steel tracks can quickly become a logistical nightmare. A single heavy tracked brigade requires an enormous fleet of specialized heavy equipment transporters, takes up to 5 days to deploy via rigid railway networks, and is completely helpless when facing weak bridge infrastructure across Eastern Europe. This is exactly where the British Ministry of Defense chose to smash conventional thinking. Skeptics frequently point to the staggering price tag of the UK Boxer 8x8, which averages nearly 9 million British pounds per unit, making it more expensive than many modern main battle tanks. They look at its massive 38.5-ton maximum combat weight and argue that putting such immense mass on 8 rubber tires is a technical blunder. Critics warn that during the intense mud seasons of Eastern Europe, this heavy-wheeled configuration could find itself bogged down in deep terrain, leaving its sophisticated driveline vulnerable to artillery fragments. But the British defense establishment did not spend billions on a standard armored personnel carrier. This incredible weight is deliberately distributed across an ultra-advanced independent suspension and a central tire inflation system, allowing the vehicle to sustain an astonishing highway speed of 103 kilometers per hour. By choosing rubber over steel tracks, British strategists are prioritizing operational velocity and digital situational awareness over passive iron protection. They recognize that in modern warfare, staying stationary under heavy armor means being destroyed, and that true tactical salvation lies in high-speed maneuverability and the ability to strike first before the enemy even detects your presence. What completely transforms this platform into Britain's ultimate masterclass of defense engineering is its total domestic independence and devastating lethal upgrades. Moving into the current year of 2026, the advanced production lines at Telford and Stockport have successfully achieved an astonishing 75% domestic supply chain rate, This ensures that the British variant of the UK Boxer 8x8 is now the most digitally supreme and technologically sovereign version anywhere on Earth, seamlessly integrating elite British components from Rolls-Royce and Thales UK. The true destructive genius of this platform was proven during recent live fire acceptance trials at Bovington. Engineers successfully integrated the deadly FGM-148 Javelin anti-tank missile system directly into the digital Kongsberg RS-4 remote weapon station. For the first time, British crews can remain completely hidden beneath thick composite armor while using high-definition 360-degree digital cameras to launch precision-guided missiles, erasing hostile armor from a staggering distance of 4,000 meters away. Even more impressive is the revolutionary British commitment to 72 units of the RCH-155 remote-controlled howitzer system mounted directly onto this wheeled chassis. This creation represents the only artillery system on the globe capable of traveling at 30 kilometers per hour while continuously firing 15 5mm shells automatically without ever coming to a halt. Strategic evaluation reports from the Royal United Services Institute indicate that as the initial UK Boxer 8x8 regiments achieve initial operating capability over the coming 3 to 12 months, this immense mobile firepower can be deployed across the English Channel and onto the eastern flank of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization within 24 to 48 hours. This rapid deployment capability completely reshapes Western defensive posture, providing a lightning-fast tactical hammer that traditional tracked forces simply cannot match. This incredible technological evolution brings global military planners to the ultimate crossroads of modern land warfare doctrine. The rise of the UK Boxer 8x8 represents a massive philosophical clash between two entirely different military schools of thought. On one side stands the traditional belief that heavy tracked armor like the 70-ton Challenger 3 remains the only definitive way to survive high-intensity combat. On the other side is the visionary British strategy of the year 2026, which firmly argues that iron armor is no longer enough. The British Ministry of Defence has proven that in an era dominated by precision, loitering munitions, and rapid satellite targeting, true battlefield survival is achieved through 95% availability rates, 103 km/h highway speeds, and instant digital integration. The deep strategic lesson here is that a modern army cannot win tomorrow's conflicts using yesterday's heavy logistics. By building a massive sovereign fleet with 75% domestic production, the United Kingdom has successfully shifted from a slow defensive posture to a lightning-fast expeditionary power capable of protecting its allies at a moment's notice. This £9 million British vehicle has completely shattered the illusion that wheeled platforms are just basic utility trucks, establishing a new global standard for mechanized infantry. It shows that firepower is useless without the rapid mobility to deploy it where it matters most. As we watch this dramatic transformation unfold across the North Atlantic Treaty Organization eastern flank, a massive question remains for the future of global defense. Should other leading military powers completely phase out their traditional tracked armor and follow this hyper-mobile British wheeled doctrine? Or is relying so heavily on rubber tires an unacceptable risk if a major conflict breaks out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more deep defense analysis.